Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, back in action with the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. The AWA is continuing their 1988 tour as we move to Denver, Colorado, and of course tonight we will be running the Denver Coliseum. All right, our venue is booked. And let's go back to our main screen and see what's going on. We got some backstage incidents. Uh-oh, Steve Kern. Oh, Steve Kern was doing impressions. See what wrestlers did backstage before cell phones, everybody? All right, Hector did not pick up his tab at the bar. Nelson Royal said, Hector, you will fix this. I will not put up with this shit. That's what he said. So, had a positive impact on Hector. And the rest is all protege work here. Very nice, very nice. There he is, the little person from Game of Thrones, long before Game of Thrones. All right, let's take a look at who's absent. And imagine that. Mr. Saito is out, and I bet you with our luck, he's probably on the card. But he is not, so we got that going for us. Speaking of the card, let's give the card a rundown. Candi Devine is going to face Wendi, Richter. The Nasty Boys will battle the Top Guns. The Terrorist is going to face Scott Steiner. Steve Olsonoski is going to face the newly rehabbed and returned Kevin Kelly. Doug Summers is going to challenge Greg Gagne for the World Television title. Bobby Duncum is going to face Nick Bockwinkel. In the semi-main, Bad Company will face the Guerrero brothers. And in our main event, and a big main event it is, LARRY ZBYSZKO is going to wrestle Jerry the King Lawler. Let's get to booking. Devine versus Richter in our opener. And there she is, Candi Devine. And there she is, Wendi Richter. Let's see who got the last win. And it looks like Candi Devine won the last time, so Wendi Richter will take home the victory here in Denver. The Nasty Boys will face the Top Guns. And if I've done things right here, the Nasty Boys should be winning this match. There's the Top Guns. Let's take a look here. Yes. The Nasty Boys will get the victory. The Terrorist versus Scott Steiner. And Stormy Granzig will be losing again. I actually wrote in Granzig. The Terrorist versus Steiner. Stormy Granzig will once again do the favor here for Scott Steiner. So there we go. Steiner with the victory in 12. Rolling on down this card, Olsonoski versus Kevin Kelly. And for those of you that may not know the story behind Kevin Kelly was a big dude, and he was in really good shape. And by big dude, I mean probably a realistic, they billed him like 280. He was probably a realistic 260, 270. And he was every bit of like 6'5", 6'6". He was a big dude, and he was in good shape. And the rumor is that Kevin Kelly was kind of a street guy and knew how to handle himself. You didn't want to mess with Kevin Kelly. You could get hurt. And anyway, years after the AWA, Kevin Kelly found himself in the WWF. And they had him doing this gimmick where he was wearing this orange jumpsuit. And, I can't remember if his name was the Convict. I think he was the convict or it was Nails, something like that. Anyway, he he had a pay dispute with Vince McMahon. And so he went to Vince McMahon and I guess didn't get what he wanted, so he attacked Vince McMahon and was like strangling him. And I forget the exact story, but somebody rushed in and got him off of McMahon. And this guy walked over to a payphone and called 911 and said that Vince McMahon sexually assaulted him. So that was why he attacked him and tried turning the tables on McMahon. Of course, that didn't go too far. He lost his job with the WWF. I'm not sure if he wrestled anywhere in the States again after that. I don't know if he ended up in WCW at all, but it was a pretty interesting story, to say the least. And yeah, that's the Nails. That's the Nails story. So in the match we just went through, Steve Olsonoski is going to win that one by DQ. And in this match of Summers versus Gagne, Gagne is going to win the match by pinfall. All right, Duncum versus Bockwinkel. This one goes 16. Bobby Duncum has been nothing but gold since coming back to the AWA. Nothing but gold. And frankly, even though he never left, Nick Bockwinkel has been nothing but gold too. All right, let's see what Duncum's got going here. And Duncum is going to beat Nick Bockwinkel here. It's going to be a tainted win. He's going to cheat to win. It's the only way he's going to beat Nick Bockwinkel. All right, our semi-main is Bad Company and the Guerrero brothers. So every time I see Kevin Kelly's name, I always think of that story because I think it's hilarious. Okay, and this one is going to go 18, and we're going to leave it open-ended. We know the Guerrero brothers are going to win because they've made it obvious that they are not going to lose. And in our main event, we have Zbyszko versus Lawler. And this one's going to go 30. Here is Larry Zbyszko. There's Jerry Lawler. And let's take a look and see. Yeah, Lawler got the win the last time. So Zbyszko is going to get the win this time. And we're going to make it, typical AWA screwjob finish. We're going to make it by countout. Why not? All right, that one's booked with our usual 2 hours and 22 minutes here. So let's go ahead and start the show. All right, Wendi Richter gets the win with that sit-out powerbomb. No red text to Doom, which is a good sign. 58 overall. Not bad for a ladies' match. And hey, look at this. No red text of Doom. 62 overall. I dare say these teams are over in the Mid-South region. Very nice. The Nasty Boys get the win. Scott Steiner takes the win, of course, with that Northern Lights suplex. 54 overall. Kevin Kelly loses to Steve Olsonoski by disqualification, and perhaps Kevin Kelly strangled him to the point of DQ. That's all I can think of. Next, Greg Gagne over Doug Summers. This match has gotten some really big scores as of late, but this one does not. Greg Gagne only gets a 69 here. There must be an issue with Gagne's popularity in the Mid-South. And we'll make a note of that and look into it. Next, Bobby Duncum beats Nick Bockwinkel by hitting him with a foreign object, and somehow these two only get an 81, an 80 each. They've been putting up bigger numbers than that, but hey, who knows? There is declining physical ability present. Who knows? Not bad here. This is good. All right, the Guerrero brothers over Bad Company. They get a 79 overall. The Guerrero brothers are hitting the 90s here in the Mid-South. Very cool. Very nice. Next, our big main event. And from what we're seeing so far, this could go either way, anyway. I'm going to go with an 83 for the main event, just based on what we've seen so far. 96. I am shown otherwise. A big 96 here. Overall, 0 takeaways. Bonus City, Zbyszko and Lawler save the day in our sellout of the Denver Coliseum. We're going to finish this one up. We get a gain in the region. And of course, Jerry Lawler and LARRY ZBYSZKO are going to get talked up here along with Chavo, since I can't put both the Guerrero brothers in there. So, we're going to give great performance. We're going to give Chavito a hug. Lawler's pleased. Zbyszko is pleased. And so is Chavo. All right, our tour continues as we roll on to Salt Lake City, Utah on Sunday night. We'll change our colors, otherwise I will book the wrong show, and you know I will. And check that out, everybody. White Panther and Eddie Guerrero in the opener of the next event. Let's take a look here and see if there's anything that grabs our eye in the wrestling world. Let's see who's trash talking who. There are none. 600,000 viewers for Major League Wrestling, so we are up 100,000 viewers since our first broadcast. Championship Wrestling is up to 1.9 million viewers, and of course, that's got to be due to the influence of TSN. Not only are we shown on ESPN, we're also being shown on TSN in Canada. So that's really good stuff, top notch. Let's see if any cool stuff here in the headlines, any title changes or anything like that. I don't see anything. Why would Rivera be heading towards injury? Who's he working for right now? WWF. How can he get overused if they use him every night? Probably. They probably have him in a cage match against somebody. All right, big night for the WWF Prism show. Savage over Harley Race in the main event. And some other decent matches. Not a bad card for what we usually see. Let's check out Saturday night's main event. Steamboat over Hercules in a cage. Savage over Snuka in a cage. So 2 cage matches in a row on the same show. Very doubtful that would have occurred. Very doubtful. Hulk Hogan defeats a jobber. Wow. All I can say is wow. And on the pre-show, here we are into 88, and the Ultimate Warrior has still not peaked. He's on the pre-show with David Sammartino. Ugh. Not good. Not good at all. Here's their live event. Rick Rude over JYD in the main. Not bad. Anything else that catches my eye? World Championship Wrestling. Dusty Rhodes and Don Garvin over the Thunderfoots in the main event. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a dog shit TV show. I'm glad in 8.0 and even in 7 for the most part that was all fixed. Because it really was some awful stuff. All right, that's going to do it for us here, folks, for this episode. Please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, share this video with your friends. Join us on Facebook and talk about version 8.0, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. Last but not least, if you would like the latest and greatest version 8.0, please go to braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you over a link to the picture pack and the database. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.